My name is Ivana Gazibara, and I'm part of the Futures team at Forum for the Future. With a recent project called Megacities on the Move, we were trying to look at how the future trends of mobility in cities is going to be impacting us, and what are some of the challenges we're going to be seeing, and how we can redesign mobility systems to work for the future. So we do this kind of horizon scanning research, looking at what's out there. And what we started to see was some really exciting stuff that's already happening on mobility. So MIT, for example, they do quite a lot of interesting sustainable mobility work. One of the things that they've done is it's a city car system, which is essentially really, really small two-seaters, all electric, and all to be used as part of a mobility on demand system, where you are renting these cars the way you would rent a bike today. 3 of them will fit into one parking spot, so that gives you a sense of how much smaller this is as a vehicle. Another really interesting solution is a straddling bus, which is a sort of 2-tier bus where essentially cars can drive through the lower bit, which is a sort of a tunnel, and then on the upper part, passengers are boarding the bus as though it's just a regular bus. And the cool thing about this one is that actually it's going to be built in Beijing in 2011. So the Ultra Personal Rapid Transit System is essentially a set of small, lightweight, computer-driven electric vehicles that run on slender, special-purpose guideways. So it's like an automated taxi service, or a convoy, if you will, so that you're part of a public transport system, but at the same time you're getting quite a lot of personal space. In the future, you might also be getting a lot of internet connectivity. And then, of course, there's Schweeb, which is a really exciting new concept. Bicycles and capsules running on rails that are suspended above traffic. It's a really fascinating solution because it's pedal powered, it's human energy that's propelling these things. Another challenge we're going to have to address in the future is the fact that we already have about 4 billion low-income people in the world. The Medellin metro cable in Colombia, for example, is an example of an urban electric cable car. It's a complementary transit system to the metro, so it links poor hillside neighborhoods directly to the metro system in the city. Another important trend that I think we're seeing coming through the pipeline is just the use of IT networks to coordinate traffic and also to facilitate mobility. For example, Nissan recently developed this really fascinating futuristic thing called the Iporo robot car. And what it is a collision-free, zero-carbon robot concept car that uses biomimicry. The car mimics the behavioral patterns of a school of fish, so that it avoids obstacles without colliding with the other cars. The other thing that's happening is that we're seeing IT enable citizens so much more than we ever have in the past. So what you have happening is user-based businesses such as the Whip Car, which is the world's first peer-to-peer car rental service. IT systems are great, but there's also a real need to kind of refuel our vehicles and to rethink the energy mix that we use. One of the most famous examples of the way this is being done right now is BetterPlace. They are providing electric vehicle charging infrastructure that will act as an enabler for the greater uptake of electric vehicles in cities. This is, again, something that is already out there. It's going to be launched commercially in 2011 in Denmark and in Israel. So behavior change is going to be very critical. I think we're not really great at doing this yet, but we've seen some interesting examples in the past, including Singapore, which not that many people know about this, but that was an early and successful pioneer of congestion charging. So we've used all these trends and a lot of other bits and pieces of research to create a sort of sustainable mobility toolkit that includes the 4 scenarios that you will find there. The idea is that they paint a challenging but a compelling and realistic picture of what the future could hold for us. And some of these trends that we've been talking about are supposed to illustrate how this is already happening today. So the scenarios are meant to be a living, usable tool, and we hope that it's going to lead to better planning decisions and to more sustainable innovation in mobility products, services, and business models.